I haven't hit a $10,000 month yet, but here's my exact plan step by step to make it happen. My name is Jarell Taylor. Everybody calls me JT. I've coached over 300 people, and I've started my online coaching and consulting business, and I've built every single thing myself. Now I'm focusing on going from a business that has generated $10,000 in revenue maybe in a year or even 2 years to $10,000 months. So just being real with you, even though I've made 10 grand in my business, the revenue has been super inconsistent. I may make $1,000 here, $2,000 there, right? Go out, get a coaching client, get another coaching client, sell some shirts, sell some books. The worst thing that can always happen is I get distracted. I get distracted by maybe a different business opportunity. I get distracted with my job. Or maybe I get distracted just with life itself. God can decide, yo, you know what? I put you on that strong list this year. Let me see what you got, young man. Put your hands up. Let me see what you got. And through it all, I can just truly say I've learned that it's about discipline. I realized that if I want $10,000 in a month versus $10,000 in a year, I have to start thinking and planning like a CEO. These CEOs with Fortune 500 companies, they got targets. They got Q1 goals, Q2 goals, Q3 goals, Q4 goals, right? That they're trying to meet these targets. And they have a step-by-step action plan in place. So what that lets me know is it all starts with focus. And when I say focus, I'm talking about a consistent obsession-like focus, right? So in order to focus, I want to make this plain. So I want to introduce to you what I call my nail theory, right? Or my nail example. Imagine your business or your passion being this nail. Now, when it comes to this nail, if you want to hit your business goal of, let's just say $100,000, you can only focus on this nail one time a day, and you can only hit this nail one time a day. And if you hit it 365 times, you will reach your goal of $100,000. So, this nail would be considered your passion. This is your baby. This is something that you love, right? Like, this is the business of your dreams, right? Like, this is the thing that you said, yo, if I had all the money and time in the world, this is what I would do. And for that, that is speaking and coaching for me. So, boom. I work on it for 2 months, right? I got 305 more taps to go, right? Got the rest of the year to go. And all of a sudden, I see a new opportunity. And this new opportunity, somebody come along, they say, yo, this business right here, you will make $200,000. But not only will you make $200,000 a year, man, you can reach it in less amount of time. It won't take you 365 taps on the nail. It's going to take you only 335. Let's start this up. Let's go. So I say, 200? 200 grand? Forget the passion. Let's go. Let's make this money. And then next thing you know, I may give 4 months to that, right? So now my passion on the side, 305 to go, but my other money opportunity that came to me, now I got 215 left on it, right? It seems good. And to be honest with you, along the way though, as you was on this journey with this nail, working on this nail, focused on that nail, you realize you don't like certain things about it. Maybe you don't like the business model, or maybe you don't like the grind that comes with making this money nail work. You don't like all the hard work. You don't maybe like the managing of the people. You don't like the systems. You don't like the fact that you have to make 100 phone calls to make this thing work. You don't like the fact that you got to recruit people to make it work. Like, it may be some things with this nail or this opportunity that you're just not with. So you decide, yo, I'm going to just put that to the side. Yeah, I can make 200,000, but yo, that's just not for me. But then another nail comes into play. And you like, yo, this is that hobby nail. Like, this is the thing where it's just like, yo, I tried the passion thing. I was on that. Then I was on this other like insurance thing, maybe, or some real estate thing, maybe, whatever the case, or whatever, right? But yo, I really got this hobby, maybe like playing video games, right? I really got this hobby, and if I could make this work, I know I'd be happy, right? Like, yo, I'm really good at Call of Duty. If I can make Call of Duty work, ooh, wait, it's like I'd never work a day in my life. If I could just play basketball and do this YouTube thing, maybe like, yo, I'd never work a day in my life. So you start working on the hobby nail to make that $100,000. And maybe you put 4 months into that, right? So now you had 245 taps left on the hobby. If you decide to do the money nail, you at 215, and then on your passion, you still have 305. But along the way of doing the hobby thing, you realize, it ain't as easy as people make it seem on YouTube or on TikTok, or if I could have did these food reviews, like they make the food reviews seem so easy, but this ain't really for me. So then you just got this other random nail that shows up, and then you start focusing on that. And this random nail could be whatever. Maybe this random nail could just be life itself, right? This nail right here could just be whatever could throw you off, right? This could be something that you've seen on YouTube and you've seen an ad for it and you're like, yo, let me try it out. Whatever the case is, right? So you start investing maybe like 3 months into that. And what you realize is you done focused on this nail, you done focused on the money nail, the hobby nail, the random nail, and a whole year has gone past. And what you don't realize is if you would have only just focused on one for that entire year, you would have already hit your mark. Once again, more than likely, if you would have only focused on that one nail for the entire year, you probably would have hit your mark. Now that I have one business, my goal is generate revenue. Revenue is the goal. If I do not generate revenue, I do not have a business, period. And here's what I learned when it comes to generate revenue. There's really only two types of traffic whenever it comes to acquiring client. You're either outreaching, meaning you're going out to actually have conversations to acquire a client, or you're attracting people to have a conversation with you to become a client. So the first thing is outreach. How much effort, how much work am I going to be putting in to be able to go out and acquire clients? So me, I said 3,000 DMs a month, right? Then how do I attract people? How do I bring people in to become clients? That's going to be my content, right? So I'm looking at 150 thread posts monthly. I'm looking at 50 shorts monthly, 150 IG posts monthly, 4 to 8 YouTube videos monthly. This is one of them. So if I do these two things alone, I'm outreaching and bringing people into my world. And then I'm also creating content to attract people to my world. Now, once they're in my world and maybe they sign up for my free program, free course, whatever the case is, right? Now I have to nurture them. Each individual person, I'm trying to communicate with them every single day. Send them a message every single day via email, because more than likely they signed up for my free course, my free program, whatever the case is, right? And as I'm talking to them every single day, I'm striving to build value to be able to convert them from leads to paying customers. And lastly, I need to track it all. So how many DMs went out today? How many threads went out today? How many shorts? How many IG posts? How many YouTube videos went out this week? How did I send my emails, right? How many people responded? How many people engaged with my content? Like, what was the growth as far as my followers? I need to be tracking it all. That way I can see what adjustments do I need to make, and also how many people am I converting? What I learned from not tracking in my business was it was actually causing me to lose focus in my business because I didn't know how close I would be to the next sale. In fact, at my 9 to 5, I actually supervise sales agents, and I can predict the type of performance they will have based off the numbers tracked. So I can literally look at a number, see what behavior need to be adjusted, and once the behavior adjusts, their numbers shoot up. Same thing for your business. I'm gonna take it a step further. I was able to do a test run for about 2 months. I sent about 400 messages a month for 2 months, so that's 800 total. And I was able to show this to a coach. And as I was going through the numbers with the coach, he said, yo, your reply rate looks good. Your closing rate even looks pretty decent, right? Everything looks good. The only issue is you don't have enough volume. Simply put, I was trying to reach a $10,000 revenue goal by talking to 400 people, but in reality, I should have been trying to reach 3,000 people to hit this $10,000 revenue goal. Now, let me show you the tool that I'm going to use to be able to track all of my outreach and predict my income. This is like my cheat code and going to be my go-to to make sure I'm tracking, but also making sure that I can actually predict my income, right? So all my monthly goals that I've been talking about in this video is already here, right? So this is the blueprint. So I already put out all my goals. Here's everything as far as where's my social media followings and things like that right now, right? But here's where it get good. I tracked all my DMs sent, everybody that reply. It'll come up with a reply rate, who continued the conversation, had the full conversation with me? How many did I do for the set call? Who completed all my questionnaires? Who I sent it out to? Who completed it? How many actually set up the call? And how many did I close? And what will my closes percentage be? All my content will go here, right? As I update this spreadsheet every single day. And if you look at the bottom of the spreadsheet, it's 1 through 31. So pretty much it's set up so I can track it every single day. Go to a different section, track it every single day. And then also you can even set your revenue goal on here. I think this is super cool. So let's say if I want to reach 10 grand, but my price is at $700. No, let's keep it a nice round number. Let's say it's $500. So in order to reach 10 grand selling something for 500, I know I need 20 clients, right? So let's start working. So let's say tomorrow, I'm gonna keep it simple. Let's say I send all my DMs, right? Let's just say this was for the full month. I send 3,000 DMs, and let's just say, I don't know. Let's just say I get 1,000 people to reply, right? Oh man. So my reply rate is going to be 33%, right? I think I guess that's all right? So let's say 1,000 people reply. But let's just say out of all those people that replied, let's just say 500 continued the full conversation. And out of those 500, let's say I was a little lazy and I only called 300 other people, right? And you can see the percentages are calculating as I go. So I called 300 people. I send the questionnaire to 300 people that I actually talked to. And let's just say maybe half of them completed. Or let's go less than half. Let's just say 100 people completed, right? Out of the 100 people that completed the questionnaire, let's just say 80 people actually set the call, right? And showed up to the call. And let's just say out of all the sales, out of 80 people, let's just say I closed maybe, I don't know, let's be modest, 35. So, man, that put my closing rate at 43%, right? Now, when I come over to this main page here, it shows all my numbers popped up. So that's the 3,000, the 1,500. You see everything automatically goes to this page. But here's the cool part, right? Because I would have closed 80 people, right? First off, I would have definitely hit my goal, right? Yo, that's sick. I would have definitely hit my goal, right? Matter of fact, I would have actually made 40 grand based off the numbers, right? All right. So I had to make a quick adjustment to this Excel file because I realized this number here was off. So basically, I'm able to now predict exactly how many DMs I need to be able to acquire one sale. So based off of, hey, this is the total amount of DMs sent. This is how many sales I made based off the DMs. So I'm able to say, hey, every 85 DMs I send, I can get a sale. And now all I do is times that by the goal. And this should tell me, because again, based off this example, I would have exceeded the 10 grand many times over. I can basically say, yo, if I would have at least sent this month, I would have been able to hit that 10 grand. So, man, ultimately, this being able to track everything, and then don't even get me started on like being able to post the threads, and then that updates as well as you go through it, right? And it'll just show me how my marketing is going as well. But this is how I also being able to just plan to be able to hit my goals as far as the 10 grand. Now, this is the last thing I want you to know as well. This is something super cool. What this also teaches me, I also put all these numbers in there if I was just super terrible, right? Just super terrible. As far as like 3,000, let's say, even if it was lower, let's just say my reply rate was bad. I sent 3,000 DMs and maybe 700 responded, right? So my reply rate is like, let's go lower than that. Let's just say 600. Right, out of the 600 people, let's just say 300 people continue to fill combo. Right, out of the call set, out of the 300 people, let's just say 175 call for the set call. Then I sent 175 the questionnaire. Out of them, maybe 100 people completed it. Out of those 100 people, let's just say 50 actually did the set call. And out of those 50 people, let's just say I close, I don't know, I think I could close at least 15, right? 15 people, so it'll be a 30% close rate, right? So coming back to the cycle, right? Now, based off of just me being super, super bad, I would have been near the 10 grand goal, right? I would have need 5 more clients, right? So I'd have been what, 2,500 short of my 10 grand. But this also lets me know, in order to make one sale, I need 200 DMs sent, right? The DMs I needed to reach my revenue goal, I need about 4,000 sent, right? In addition to that, this was the last thing. This lets me know that it's a volume thing, right? Even if you're super bad and have no skill set, it's a volume thing, right? Because no matter what, if I can at least put up enough volume or put up enough reps, and then even if I'm just super bad with everything else, I'll at least get the sales just based off of volume alone. I can hit my targets based off volume alone. And also, I can then look back at my numbers and I can say, what do I need to fix? I'll be able to come up here and I'll say, what do I need to fix? Okay, I got volume, but my reply rate, what can I do to fix my reply rate? Right? Is it something that I'm saying? Is it something funny in the messages that I'm saying? Why only half the people are continuing the full combo with me? How can I increase that number? Can I get better at the messaging? Can I get better at knocking on doors? Can I get better on the phone calls? Right? The set calls. Yo, if I 300 people continue the full conversation, but I only called 175 people for the set call, why am I not properly following up? This is a skill issue. I can fix this easily. Yo, whenever I get somebody ready for the set call, just fix it. Imagine if that was holding me back, and instead I changed this. I followed up with everybody. That means I would have did 300 questionnaires, and because I just sent more questionnaires, maybe 200 people would have filled it out, which would have led to maybe 150 sales calls. And then as far as sales, that would have been like 50 sales, right? So just those little small things overall, y'all. Being able to just evaluate your numbers, see what you need to improve, and then that changes how many DMs I need, right, to be able to hit my goal. Yes, I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this. You can win just off volume. You can win just off volume. That's all I got.